Who was the first heavyweight champion of the world? Most people would say it was Jack Dempsey, but that's not quite right. It was this guy. Hi everyone, I'm here to tell you about John L. Sullivan, America's first heavyweight champion. You see, there were world champions before Jack Dempsey, but they were all from other countries. But when Sullivan won the championship, he was the first American to do so, which is why today we're going to uncover the legacy of boxing's first heavyweight king. Coming up next on this channel, John L. Sullivan was born in 1858 in Boston, Massachusetts, and from the time he was 2, his life was all about boxing. I mean, his father was a bare-knuckle boxer and the owner of the Boston Driving Park where matches were held, so it's no surprise that by the time Sullivan was 14, he was already fighting as an amateur. But while most people think of boxing as a well-choreographed dance of fists, in the 1800s, it was more like a full-on brawl. These fights could last for hours with almost no rules, and the only way to win was to knock your opponent out or make them give up, and let me tell you, nobody gave up easily. Despite the danger, Sullivan quickly became one of the most popular boxers in Boston, and by the time he was 21, he was ready to fight anyone, anywhere. Anytime. That's why when Jake Kilrain, the reigning bare-knuckle heavyweight champion, came to Boston in 1879 to defend his title, Sullivan was eager to step into the ring with him. Now, most people thought Kilrain would win easily. I mean, he was a professional fighter with a record of 37 wins, 14 losses, and 6 draws. Meanwhile, Sullivan had never fought a professional fight, but against all odds, Sullivan knocked Kilrain out in the 21st round, becoming the new bare-knuckle heavyweight champion of the world. And believe it or not, that wasn't even his last fight. Over the next 2 years, Sullivan would go on to fight 20 more times with 18 of those fights ending in a knockout. In fact, during his career, he would fight 45 times with only 3 of those fights going the distance. But you know what they say, all good things must come to an end. And that was certainly true for Sullivan's reign as heavyweight champion because in 1883, he lost his title to Jake Kilrain in a rematch. But that doesn't mean he hung up his gloves. He actually went on to fight 11 more times with 7 of those fights ending in a knockout. That's why they called him the Boston Strong Boy. So do you want to learn more about John L. Sullivan? Well, then be sure to visit our website for more information.